Top 20 IT support interview questions and answers. Preparing for an IT support interview? These top 20 interview questions and answers cover the essential technical skills and soft skills hiring managers look for. From troubleshooting and networking basics to customer service and problem-solving scenarios, this guide helps you confidently demonstrate your expertise. Whether you're a beginner or experienced professional, mastering these questions will boost your chances of landing your next IT support role. Let's dive into the most commonly asked questions. 1. What steps do you take to troubleshoot a computer that won't start? I begin by checking if the device is plugged in and receiving power. If it is, I inspect for physical damage or listen for beep codes during boot. I might test with a different power cable, monitor, or outlet. Next, I check internal components like RAM or hard drive connections. If needed, I boot using a recovery disk or safe mode to isolate software or hardware issues. The process is methodical, starting from simple to complex causes. 2. How do you handle a slow-running computer? I start by checking system resources through Task Manager to see if CPU, RAM, or disk usage is high. I look for unnecessary startup programs and disable them. I also run antivirus scans to rule out malware. Updating software and drivers often helps. If the system is still slow, I consider hardware upgrades like adding RAM or switching to an SSD. The goal is to identify whether the issue is software-related or hardware-based and apply the right fix. 3. What is the difference between a router, a switch, and a hub? A router connects different networks together and assigns IP addresses, typically providing internet access. A switch connects devices within the same network and forwards data only to the intended device using MAC addresses, making it efficient. A hub is a basic device that broadcasts data to all devices on the network, regardless of the destination. Hubs are outdated and inefficient compared to switches. Understanding this distinction helps with setting up and troubleshooting network issues effectively. 4. What is DNS and how does it work? DNS stands for Domain Name System. It translates human-friendly domain names like example.com into IP addresses that computers use to communicate. When a user types a website URL, the DNS server is queried to find the IP address of the destination server. If the address isn't cached locally or by the ISP, the query is sent to root and authoritative DNS servers. DNS plays a critical role in web browsing, email delivery, and many internet-based services. 5. How would you fix a printer that's not printing? I start by checking if the printer is turned on and connected properly via cable or network. I ensure it's set as the default printer and has paper and ink. Next, I look for any error messages or print queue backups. Restarting the printer spooler service or reinstalling the printer driver often resolves the issue. If it's a network printer, I verify IP connectivity. Finally, I test with a different device to rule out host system issues. 6. What are some common BSOD blue screen of death errors you've encountered? Common BSOD errors include IRQL_not_less_equal, page_fault_non_paged_area, and system_service_exception. These can be caused by faulty RAM, corrupt drivers, hardware failure, or software conflicts. When encountering a BSOD, I note the error code, check event logs, and may run memory and disk checks. Updating or rolling back drivers and checking hardware connections can help. In persistent cases, I perform a clean boot or system restore to isolate and fix the root cause. 7. How do you handle user account lockouts in Active Directory? First, I confirm that the user is indeed locked out by checking in Active Directory Users and Computers, ADUC. I unlock the account and ask the user to reset their password if necessary. To prevent future lockouts, I check for saved passwords on other devices, such as mobile email apps or map drives, that might be causing repeated failed logins. I also use event logs or tools like lockout status to trace the source of the lockout. 8. How do you map a network drive? To map a network drive in Windows, I open File Explorer, click This PC, then select Map Network Drive. I choose a drive letter and input the shared folder path using UNC format, e.g., server name shared folder. If needed, I enter credentials and check reconnect its sign-in to make it persistent. For multiple users, I may use group policy or scripts to automate the mapping process. It helps users access shared resources efficiently and securely. 9. What steps do you follow to remove malware from a computer? I start by disconnecting the device from the network to prevent spread. Then, I boot into safe mode and run a full antivirus and anti-malware scan using tools like Malwarebytes. I review startup entries and installed programs for suspicious items. If needed, I use a bootable rescue disk for deeper scans. After removal, I clear temp files, change passwords, and update the OS and antivirus. Education on safe browsing often follows to prevent recurrence. 10. What is safe mode and when would you use it? Safe mode is a diagnostic mode in Windows that loads only essential drivers and services. It's used to troubleshoot issues like system crashes, malware, or driver conflicts. By booting into safe mode, I can isolate whether a problem is caused by third-party software or drivers. It's also useful for uninstalling problematic applications or updates. There's also safe mode with networking for online access. It's a crucial first step in many troubleshooting workflows. 11. How do you prioritize multiple support tickets during a busy day? I assess each ticket's urgency and impact. Critical issues affecting many users or key business functions are addressed first. I use the ticketing system to categorize, assign, and update statuses. Communication is key. I notify users of expected wait times and resolutions. If needed, I escalate unresolved or high-priority issues. Staying organized with task lists and time tracking ensures I handle requests efficiently while maintaining quality support for all users. 12. Can you describe a time when you dealt with a difficult user? How did you handle it? Yes, I once assisted a user frustrated about recurring email issues. I stayed calm, listened actively, and acknowledged their concerns without becoming defensive. I explained the steps I would take and kept them informed throughout the process. After identifying a corrupted Outlook profile as the issue, I rebuilt it and restored functionality. The key was empathy, communication, and a prompt solution. The user later expressed appreciation for my professionalism and follow-through. 13. How do you explain a technical issue to a non-technical person? I avoid jargon and use analogies or relatable examples to simplify the explanation. For example, I might compare RAM to a work desk. More space means more tasks can run smoothly. I gauge the user's understanding and adjust my explanation accordingly. Clear visuals or step-by-step guides can also help. The goal is to empower the user without overwhelming them, ensuring they feel informed and supported throughout the troubleshooting process. 14. Describe a situation where you went above and beyond to solve a technical issue. Once, a user faced repeated crashes during video conferencing. Beyond basic troubleshooting, I researched the model-specific driver issue, tested alternative solutions, and even contacted the manufacturer for a beta driver. I followed up with the user after implementing the fix and created a knowledge base article for the team. The user was grateful, and the documented solution later helped others. This experience showed my commitment to user satisfaction and proactive support. 15. What do you do when you don't know how to solve a problem? I remain calm and transparent. First, I research the issue using internal knowledge bases, forums, vendor documentation, or support communities. I might consult more experienced colleagues or escalate to higher-level support if needed. Documenting what I've tried helps streamline escalation. I always communicate progress to the user so they're not left in the dark. This approach ensures the issue gets resolved while also helping me learn and grow professionally. 16. How do you stay updated with new IT support tools and technologies? I regularly read IT blogs, follow tech forums like Spiceworks or Reddit's sysadmin community, and subscribe to newsletters from vendors like Microsoft or Cisco. I also take online courses or certifications through platforms like LinkedIn Learning or CompTIA. Participating in webinars and IT meetups helps me stay connected with industry trends. Staying updated ensures I provide relevant, efficient support and adapt quickly to new tools and challenges in the IT landscape. 17. Have you ever caused an IT issue accidentally? How did you handle it? Yes, early in my career, I accidentally pushed a software update that conflicted with another app, affecting multiple users. I quickly acknowledged the mistake, rolled back the update, and restored functionality. I documented the incident and helped create a testing procedure to prevent similar issues. Owning the error, resolving it promptly, and learning from it earned trust from both the team and users. Mistakes can be valuable lessons when handled responsibly. 18. Describe your experience with ticketing systems like ServiceNow or Jira. I've used ServiceNow extensively to log, track, and resolve incidents. I create detailed tickets, assign priorities, and update notes regularly. I use built-in tools for SLA tracking, escalation, and reporting. In Jira, I've supported development teams by handling IT requests through custom workflows. I appreciate how these systems help maintain organization, transparency, and performance metrics. Proper use ensures faster resolution and better communication between IT and end users. 19. How do you ensure security while troubleshooting a system remotely? I use secure remote tools like AnyDesk or Remote Desktop with multi-factor authentication. Before connecting, I get user consent and inform them of the process. I avoid accessing unnecessary files or data and always log out completely after the session. I ensure the remote software is up to date and use encrypted connections. Following the organization's IT security policies ensures sensitive information remains protected during support interactions. 20. What does good customer service mean to you in an IT support role? Good customer service means being approachable, responsive, and solution-oriented. It's about actively listening, showing empathy, and communicating clearly, even when the solution takes time. Users should feel heard and supported, not just fixed. I aim to resolve issues efficiently while leaving users with more knowledge or confidence in the system. Whether it's a simple password reset or a major outage, professionalism, patience, and a positive attitude define excellent IT support service. Mastering these top 20 IT support interview questions and answers equips you with the confidence and clarity to handle real-world scenarios and impress potential employers. Remember, interview success comes not just from technical knowledge, but also from clear communication, patience, and a service-first mindset. Practice these responses, tailor them to your experience, and stay calm under pressure. You've got this. Best of luck.